world is shaped by the thinkers, dreamers, and doers, those who challenge the ordinary, push the boundaries, and create lasting impact. We are here to celebrate the educators transforming lives, the business leader redefining success, the healers bringing hope, the change maker lifting the communities, and the visionaries inspiring the next generation. We are more than just a platform. We are a movement built on the foundation that are great ideas, every selfless effort, and every bold step forward deserves to be recognized. We bring to you this conversation because we know that when we honor those who makes a difference, we light a spark for others. By inspiring these journeys of passions, resilience, and impact, we hope to inspire more people to step up, take action, and change the world in their own way. Joining us today is a business leader whose philosophy and career completely embody the spirit of redefining success and challenging the opportunity. She operates on an unwavering belief that great organizations are not built by strategies alone, they are built by great people. Over the last 5 years, she has carved out a dynamic career navigating a diverse spectrum of industries, including banking, EV manufacturing, IT consulting, and recruitment. Today, she serves as the HR manager of Sushen Medicamentos Pvt Limited, where she anchors the complete people function in a highly complex, globally regulated pharmaceutical environment. Rather than just managing standard processes, she architects the entire HR ecosystem. She works, her work sits right at the crucial intersection of business strategies, human connections, and incredibly stringent international regulatory compliances spanning bodies like WHO, US FDA, and MHRA. What makes her journey truly unique is the sheer depth of ownership of her career. For handling intense international audits and redesigning the organizational success to championing in essential mental wellness program, she has led it all, but independently and strategically. Beyond the boardroom, she brings the sharp analytical mind of a chess player, a perspective of an avid reader, and a curiosity of a passionate traveler to her leadership style. She fundamentally believes in HR is not a back office function, but absolute heartbreak of a thriving organization. Our guest for this conversation is Tanya Singh. Tanya, thank you so much for being here with us today. So before we start up, would like to our team has done a little research on you and gave you a little bit of information, but still I would like to know more about you through your own way.
Thank you so much, Vishal sir, for the wonderful introduction. Majorly, I haven't done such research on myself, but you have done it amazingly. So most of the things you have already covered, but still I'll introduce myself. Like I'm currently handling like the department of HR and admin with Sushen as a manager, and currently I'm reporting to the director over there. And what I believe like HR is much more than hiring people. It's about shaping the experience, building trust, and helping initiatives like individual discover their potential. Also, like currently, I'm working with the strengthening of our people's practices by focusing on leadership development, and employee engagement is one of them. So, mentorship, and then creating a workplace where people just don't come to work; they actually come for growth, right? So, this is something what I'm working on. Yeah, and yes, I have covered almost different industries. My starting journey was with one of the organization which is which is majorly into staffing, and it's a US based totally. So it's a night shift job, and I have learned the US culture, the Canada region, how they used to operate. Then coming to banking into ICICI Bank, this gives me the actual financial sector, how the domestic region actually works. And then comes the EV sector, I'll say. So matter is one of them, like where I have understood that it's totally an innovation they are making into, and they are making India's first EV bike with gears. So totally an innovation, lot of vehicle ideas. Being a girl, I'm not into bikes, but when I joined the organization, I just loved it. The vehicle department, the people over there, the designs is amazing. And Actually, I worked with them and I learned a lot about bikes. And now I think I know everything about bikes now. So yes, the organization gave me a lot of things. Then coming to pharmaceuticals, yeah, it's been almost 1.7 months I am here with the organization, learning every day. Like audit is something because as pharma is a regulatory area where we have to be very strict with the rules and regulations, with the like regulatory bodies, we have to maintain everything. So everything was new, but yes, the expertise into HR, like what I have learned into MBA, is something what I started implementing and studied a lot about, because HR is not only about setbacks, it's all about learning every day, continuous learning actually. Learn about different like regulatory bodies, understood how pharma actually operates, and that's how I am continuing to them. So it's an amazing journey till now, what I am doing. So thank you.
Thanks, Tanya. It's a great journey that you have been in, going through. Okay, and the journey just started, I would say.
Yeah,
Okay. So even it is have started, we say that every successful career has a starting point. So can you take us
correct.
back to the beginning? How did your professional journey actually started?
Okay. So my journey like didn't begin with having all the answers actually. It begins with very first with the curiosity word, what I actually believe in. And I entered HR because I loved understanding people. And but very quickly I realized like HR isn't just about people, it's about balancing people with business. And every interviews, every difficult like conversations which we happen in the organizations, every policies which we make, and every employee interaction becomes a classroom for me. Like that's how my journey actually begins.
So building on this, Tanya, was the career you always wanted, or did you take this in the direction, the way the people used to believe, or something like that?
Honestly, no, because I never want to be like I never thought of being into HR first of all. I like initially always want to be a doctor first of all. Like it's a very long story if I'll say. Like from childhood, it's a dream that I'll become a doctor, and due to some reasons, I have to change my whole career, right? So like many people's life introduced me to opportunities, and I hadn't planned for. But sometimes the career like we don't choose the one you like you are meant for, right? So HR choose me what I believe, and today I can't imagine like doing anything else. So yeah, it's fine.
So looking back, one of the thing that I understand from you that you wanted to become a doctor and landed into HR. Okay, so it's almost same with almost all the science students.
Yeah, but coming into pharmaceuticals is a dream come true. What I believe.
Okay, so looking back, what was the biggest challenge during your early years?
So during my early years, like learning that knowledge earns respect, and but like empathy earns trust. In the beginning, like I thought having the right answer was enough, but over time I learned that listening is often more powerful than speaking. Actually,
Okay, so let's celebrate some of the milestones. Although I have seen your profile, okay, built by my team, okay, and I was quite
okay,
impressed by the work both done by you and the team that actually got so much of the details. Okay, so
okay,
just tell me which moment in your career makes you feel the proudest?
okay. Honestly speaking, the proudest moment aren't like when I receive appreciation. Like we like there are many. Someone tells me like because you believed in me, I believed in myself actually. And watching people grow is the greatest achievement an HR professional can have. Because what I observed, like I motivate people. Because in my past few years, I have met a lot of people who are very demotivated with their careers and everything. But somehow I motivated them to choose a path, and they are choosing that, and they have led that path and currently doing very well. So I have examples a lot. So what I believe, that I believe in myself, that's the reason, like what that is my like proudest moment.
Tanya, I would love to, listen to the examples a bit. Okay, so that
Okay.
two things happens here. One, you were inspired by someone else. Okay,
Yes.
so this is one of the way that you can say thank you to them. Okay,
Okay.
and at the same time, your story will inspire others.
Sure. So I was working with ICICI Bank, and during that time there was a colleague of mine, like she was working under me, and very like her name was Mona Lisa. I'll disclose her name because let her know also that I'm proud of her as well. So she chose, like, she saw me that I did my MBA, I'm doing good, having a managerial role. So she always like having that curiosity that can I do MBA myself, because she was working and she is coming from a very rural area where girls are pushed to marriages, not a job and all. So I motivated her that yes, you can do MBA, there's no issue, you can take my guidance, I'll help you out. And she did her MBA when I was in ICICI Bank. She took her admission. I helped her out a lot, understanding the job roles and the process and everything. And now she is doing well. She completed her MBA. Now she is working with one of the company with Piramal, I think, currently. Lot of times we talk. Same examples. I have few more, one, two similar incidents. Like they are not into studies, but they started studying and continued their jobs, and then somehow they are getting promotions because actually masters like required in some of the areas to get a leadership role. So that's how I motivate them. That's one of the thing. And during my MBA, like there was a lady. Like first of all, like thank two people. One is Amitabh sir, who was my guide, and he always told me that you should go for HR because I hold two dual specialization into HR and marketing. So I was into marketing. That initially I thought of that I'll do marketing. Then he told me that the personality which you have, the way you talk, the way you impress people and motivate them, the way you listen and give solutions, you are very suitable for an HR candidate. So I was not agreeing with him. And then sir arranged a workshop with one of the lady, Miss Harini Srinivasan. And I spoke with her a lot of time, 2 3 sessions I attended with her. And the way she like impressed HR activities, that what an HR does actually, and that actually molds my whole career. And these two people actually moved me from marketing to HR, and now I'm doing great.
Okay, that's great to hear those stories.
Yeah.
Tell me, Tanya, about an achievement that actually changed your career.
Okay, there are many actually, to be very honest, like transitioning from handling HR operations to influencing the organizational culture, like changed everything. And I stopped seeing HR as a department, first of all, and start seeing it as a business partner that shapes the future of an organization. So that is how, like, I actually believed in that, that's an achievement. And additionally, like in my past like career, like lot many things, like in MBA I stood first, like with a score of somewhere around 9.5 in MBA. That's the greatest achievement what I think my dad, my mom and my family is very proud of. And somewhere like I started my journey with like lot many MBA students were there during my phase, like during my time. And I was the one who always got shortlisted with the internships, with the jobs. So I feel very lucky. So those achievements is one of them. Coming to job, yes, I was settled in Calcutta. Like basically I'm from Calcutta. So I started working there for at least 3 years or 3.5 years, then moved to a place in Ahmedabad and working something very extraordinary, what I believe that same age, same experience. I saw people and I believe I am doing much more than that. So yes, that's a achievement for me, what I believed in.
That's great to know, Tanya. Tanya, we all know that the life is not the bed of roses. Okay, there are
Yes,
thorns,
yes,
and as we always say that you have to make the failures stepping stones and then climb on the towards the
Yes.
success. Okay,
Yes.
so
Yes.
there are setbacks in everyone's life. Okay, so people usually do not talk about setbacks, but we at Inspiring Minds believe that the setbacks are more inspiring than the success stories, because that helps other not to make some such mistakes, so that we can have a
Correct.
good career. Okay, so yeah, if I say that success is not often built, is often built on the setbacks, is there any opportunity you wish you had taken?
Okay. So earlier in my career, like I sometimes hesitate to speak up because I thought experience matters more than ideas. And today I know that good ideas like don't have any age, to be very honest. And if you have something valuable to contribute, your voice deserves to be heard. That's what I actually believed in.
So Tanya, tell us about a setback or disappointment that has taught you an important lesson.
Okay. So every hiring mistake taught me that skills can be trained, but attitude cannot be. And every difficult employee situation made me better at understanding people instead of judging them. And setback becomes the greatest teacher during that phases.
Okay, so say if I develop a time machine and give you an opportunity to use that time machine, go into your past and correct one mistake that you have done. Okay, what would
Okay.
that be?
Honestly, I wouldn't. I wouldn't, because even the decision that didn't work out gave me wisdom, and I couldn't have learned from like I couldn't have learned like from success alone. Actually, to be very honest, so I wouldn't change anything.
Okay, so was there someone or any other person who believed in you before you believed in yourself?
Mm, okay, yes, obviously. There are many. Actually, every leader I worked with who challenged me actually instead of simply appreciating me, helping me to shape my career. Sometimes believe isn't praised, like it's sometimes trusting you with responsibilities and you didn't yet think actually you are ready for it. So yes, all the leaders, like I have few names in my head. I actually love to thank them. So the first company where I have worked with is Utkarsh. Utkarsh Garg is one of my team leader. Then secondly, like I worked with one of the president. Now he becomes a CHRO right now of Matter, Mr. Aditya Kumar, and my reporting manager as well, Mr. Rahul Khemani, one of them. They always actually taught me a lot. The current company, like the HR head, Tapan Shah, and obviously the founder. He is amazing, to be very honest. Not just he is a founder, that's why I'm praising. It's not like that, but to be very honest, if I'm on very low, he always like understood that yeah, something is messed up with this girl, and he calls me up that come here, said what happens to you. Then I started saying that these problems are being there, I need a solution. Then he himself gives me few questions, and I myself like resolved it. So then I realized this person has something very different personality that actually gives me all the answers. So yeah, Mr. Kaushik Shah is one of them. So yeah, those leaders are someone who always challenged me, and that's actually shaped my life.
Tanya, let me make it a little complicated for you. Okay,
Okay,
if I say just one person.
one person I would love to take. One name is Rahul Khemani.
Okay,
Yeah, he was
great.
my ex-boss. I'll say I'm not working with him, but yeah, amazing
Uh,
guy.
So Tanya, while looking to your profile, I saw that you are very interested in mentoring young students.
Yes,
Okay, that's one of the characteristic. I unfortunately also have that. Okay,
yes.
so let tell me, why do you believe that mentorship is important as if now or today?
because what I experienced like in my past, like career when I started, like experience should never be retired with people who earned it, right? And mentorship shortens people's else like learning curve, what I believed. So we all should succeed fast when knowledge is being shared instead of protected. That's why what I believe that mentors should do the mentorship. And as if I remember there is a saying, experience matters a lot. But if what that experience is being explained or informed to others, the younger ones, at a very early stage, so that they can prepare themselves. So that is why I believe that it should be like mentored. Mentorship is actually important.
So I assume, Tanya, the growth process, the growth curve you had. Okay. I assume that you must have a mentor too.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So, can you specify, give me some instances or some examples to say what a characteristic of a mentor should be?
Okay. So someone, what I believe, someone should have confidence. Someone should have consistency of listening because this is a very important skill set, what I believe. Because if you don't have the attitude of listening people, you'll not be able to understand the empathy, right? So that is something the characteristic you should have. And not only that, you should have the curiosity as well to understand the other people. Being an HR, what I understood, every people is different, every mind is different, and we should value it. So we should give time to those peoples, understand, and obviously, whatever, see, to be very honest, what I understood, I met a lot of people in the past few years. People have their own perspectives. And similarly, what happens, I have made my mind that this is the statement, and they give that statement only after listening as well. So that mindset should not be there. Your mind should be empty when if you are listening to somebody. So that you can start, like rethink, start, and fresh to answer those. Whether you are agreed with those points or not, that is a separate part. But you should listen with consistent and empathy as well. That's the characteristic like mentor should have.
So let me reverse the table.
Okay.
Okay, now you are a mentor. Okay, what
Okay.
are the characteristics you look into a mentee?
Curiosity bec- and confidence. Like overconfidence, I'll choose curiosity.
Okay, so if that would be the curiosity part as one of the important characteristic of a mentee, what is the advice that you want to give someone who is starting their career today?
So I will give a like advice to them that don't chase promotions actually, because people have that mindset to have that in a very younger stage, have promotions and chase competencies actually. So promotions eventually follow people who constantly creates values. So this is one valuable advice I'll give to my younger people, the younger HRs of the generation. I'll advise them.
Okay, so Tanya, today being an HR manager,
Yeah.
what would she give an advice to Tanya, who is a student of MBA?
Okay. So I'll give one advice to be very honest. Stop comparing your chapter 1 with someone else chapter 20. Learn continuously, ask questions without fear, and never think any work is beneath you. That's what I give an advice to them.
Okay, Tanya. So let's have a quick fire round discussion. Okay,
Okay.
I'll give you
Okay.
some points and I will expect an answer for that in
Okay.
just one
Okay.
word.
Oh my God. Okay. Amazing.
Okay, so one word that describes your leadership style.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Empowering.
One skill every professional should develop.
Uh, Emotional intelligence.
Okay, early bird or night owl.
Night owl.
Still,
Still,
one habit you will never compromise on.
continuous learning. I have that curiosity every time to learn new things. So yeah, I'll continue.
One book everyone should read.
One book. I read a lot of books to be very honest. One is very less. I can advise three I have in my mind. One is Ikigai. The people can read Atomic Habits and Wings of Fire, written by APJ Abdul Kalam.
Okay, let's come back to Tanya to the signature questions of inspiring minds. According to
Okay.
you, what is the definition of an inspiring mind?
Okay. So an inspiring mind is not the one who achieves the most. It is the one that helps, so like generally helps people. They can achieve more, and success actually impresses people, but inspiration transforms people. And in like inspiring mind leaves behind confidence, courage, and like majorly and possibilities, whatever it goes actually.
Okay, that's a great thing that you have said, Tanya. Okay, it was a great experience talking to you. And thank you for sharing how balanced and rigid world of the global regulatory compliances and true human connection and empathy. Your
Thank you.
perspective of on being HR, an active heartbeat of thriving organization, is a master class of any business leader. To all our audience, thank you for tuning in to this episode of Inspiring Minds Conversation. We hope Tanya's dedication and ownership, people first leadership, and challenging the status quo inspires you to take bold action in your own professional journey. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share these conversations with someone who would love to hear it. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep doing, keep inspiring. Take care, and we will see you in the next episode. Thank you again, Tanya.
Thank you, sir.